really happening at this moment. And finally, Kovair ALM Studio can be integrated with a wide range of tools. And these are from third-party tools, and we have, as I mentioned, we have the largest ecosystem. As a matter of fact, one of our customers is actually using it today for a very large production system. About 6,000 people are using it with 14 different tools. Talking about the different integration adapters, so these are different adapters available, and as you can see, in every different phases of development, multiple tools are available, and this is actually a growing list. So as we talk, we are developing more and more adapters. Kovair are delivered at two ways. One is on-premise as a perpetual license, typically for very large companies. That is the model they typically follow. And we have got both named user license as well as concurrent user license. But for smaller companies, we also offer software as a service with a multi-tenant architecture, with a shared hardware and software. We can actually provide you the power of Kovair at a very reasonable, very competitive price. Let's quickly go through the Kovair value proposition. It's multifunctional, as we have seen that a number of different applications is in a single box, and that is what Atanu is going to show you. And that is one of the biggest value you can get, that each of these applications by their own right are very powerful and compete with any other point tool in the market. But when you have all of them together in a single box, that really gives you a great value. The process integration and the built-in process itself is a huge benefit because there is no other tool you have with this kind of process capability. As a matter of fact, if you want to buy a separate process management tool, that itself will be more expensive than Kovair ALM Studio, which includes process itself. You can enhance your current tools. We actually do not ask you to replace any of the tools. As a matter of fact, if you already have, let's say, a bug tracking tool you're already using, you don't have to use Kovair's issue management system, which is part of the ALM Studio. We can integrate with your bug management tool, like Jira, for example, and seamlessly it will be integrated as if you are really using the Kovair's issue management system. But we do not ask you to replace any of the tools, and that is one of the biggest advantage of Kovair. That is the biggest value it brings on the table. And finally, using Kovair, you can create your own business applications, which are as powerful as any of the built-in applications. And these are all process-enabled, as well as you can integrate with other tools. These are some of our customers, and as you can see that we have a wide range of customers. I was talking about one example of using Kovair for a large ecosystem of tools, and that is Infosys. As a matter of fact, using it. Some of you may be familiar with the name. Infosys is a very large Indian service company, and they are in production today with 6,000 users with 14 different tools, which over the next few months will increase to 15,000 users with 24 different tools. So far, as far as we know, this is the largest ecosystem of tool integration today in the market. So today's product demo, what Atanu will be showing you is he'll be submitting a customer requirement from web portal, and also he'll import a set of function requirements from Word, conserving all the formatting and everything what is in the Word requirements. And also he will link those function requirements to the customer requirement. And that will actually give you an overview of the Kovair process, as that particular customer requirement will follow a predefined process. Then also you will create test cases and link it to the requirement, then execute the test cases, which will automatically generate an issue whenever a test case fails. Then he will show you a number of different kinds of traceability reports, as the traceabilities are created either automatically or manually. And then finally he will show a number of different dashboard and reporting. Okay. With that, let's go to the product demo. I don't want to take any more of your time because I know that that is the most important and most interesting thing, which is the product demo. All right, Atanu. So I'll switch it to you. Just give me a second. All right, you are on now.
Thank you, Sky. Hi, everybody. Good morning. So as Kai mentioned that we will start today's demo by submitting a customer requirement from a portal site. So as you can see, this is the, the Kovair contact page, and you can see a link here, customer requirement submission. So let's click on that link. And now you see a web form which is built using web service API provided by Kovair. So this portal form can be customized as per your corporate settings and colors and stuff. And this is an example of kind of using our Omnibus web service API. And this is a two-way API, meaning if you see this the requirement type, the field values, the lookup values, these are coming from Kovair. So it's not just submitting the requirement from this portal site, but also retrieving values from Kovair. So let's start adding a customer requirement here. So customer requirement from portal for ALM Studio webinar. Okay. Let's put the author, John Wright, say Acme Corporation, and let's keep the requirement type as customer. This is request type, new feature. Maybe we can put the priority as high, and then put a description for this. And then let's kind of add these requirements. So now this requirement is submitted to Kovair. Now let's see how this customer requirement triggers its lifecycle process within Kovair, and how the follow-up requirements are designed, the test cases are prepared, test cases are executed, and the defects are getting generated within Kovair using the features of Kovair. Okay? So now let's get to Kovair. So this is the Kovair login page. Kovair is a complete 100% web-based application. That means all the application and administrative features are available on the browser. We do not have any client application. And also, unlike other tools which may use ActiveX controls, and that's why those tools are difficult to deploy in a large-scale enterprise for security and other purposes, for our case, we do not use any ActiveX controls. What you need is a browser, and Kovair is compatible with almost all popular browsers like IE, Firefox, Chrome, Safari, and others. Okay? So now let's log in to Kovair as a project manager, Mary. So I'm putting Mary's login credentials here. So you can see this is the dashboard page for Mary, and just a second, and you can see here the different dashboards reporting for requirements, tests, and issues. So we'll discuss the dashboard page later, but let's concentrate on this particular pie chart requirement distribution by type. So these graphs are real-time generated and active elements. So if I click on this pie chart, let's say on the customer requirement, you see it shows all the customer requirements, the 105 items. Now if I reverse sort it by ID, you can see that the customer requirements that we just submitted from the portal site shows up here. Customer requirement from portal for ALM Studio webinar ID is 236. So this is a real-time data you're getting on the dashboard.